Mm-hmm.
This your jacket. It's cute. She said, "What's your testimony?"
You got a testimony?
Say
What's
yes.
your testimony?
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Say thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. Oh. And she would do that with First Lady now. Your First Lady would love to see that.
Amen.
So probably First Lady probably seen that.
Yeah. Alright, amen. We are now going to ask that you stand as we bring up the deacon of this house, our deacon, our brother, Deacon Charles.
Yeah, you gotta go all the way around, Deacon. Where you going? You're supposed to go all the way around.
Amen.
Well, amen.
Amen. Okay, so how's everybody doing today?
Blessed.
Blessed.
Amen, yes.
Well, for today, that's interesting in Kenny's testimony. She was talking about what her support system is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting talking about, this actually is going to be about the seed out of Mark chapter 4. And what we're going to talk about is what type of planting you're doing and seeding. And it's sort of like you plant it now, it grows later. Now, what do you plant, how do you plant, where you plant it is very important. Very important. And one of the things I find out in, I don't know how to think about the seed the whole time. Because like, just because the apostles, pastor, first lady's not here, doesn't mean we forget what we're supposed to do and where we're supposed to be at on Sunday. Because you know, normal circumstance, he probably would have canceled church the other day, and I'd have been like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And that means he planted a good seed, and you're on good ground. So what type of ground you're on? It's like a potted plant. It is there. You put in some sand, it's not going to catch root. But again, I do admit as a child, I remember actually having a cactus in my grandmother's backyard. I don't know how that thing survived the winter. It must have been good ground. That thing survived the winter. It's a desert plant, and it actually stayed there like 3/4 of the way through my childhood. Cactus. I'm just like, wow. And that was just a good ground. We're talking about cactus, a desert plant. We're talking about Detroit, Michigan with winters. I can remember seeing it in the middle of snow. I mean, I should have took some pictures of it as a kid, didn't hand them on fire. That'd have been like amazing to see. So I'm just waiting a second here for Sister Minister Kendi to get back. If I get fully started full speed here. Well, here's a little brief testimony. Well, actually a couple. This week, it's amazing as I've been coaching all that help I've got from other people doing things as the thing started. It looked like at the beginning I started this in March. Every time it was frustration, and I was basically ready to say, I'm throwing the towel, I'm done. And it's funny, the apostle actually spoke on that a couple weeks ago, talking about, you about ready to quit? Yeah, I was actually ready to quit. I was talking about, I had thought about baseball for years. We didn't even play for almost 2 seasons. And yeah, we had some challenges the last couple of weeks, and some of which I'm actually going to talk about now. Actually, I have a separate blog page I talk about it on too. I'll actually be making a video probably the next hour or two after this. But one of the challenges is we had an older kids team that we didn't have no kids to play on. And I had 2 options. Either I can go get another team, fill in and add on to it, or at least make sure they play somewhere. I knew I had to make sure they played somewhere. So I had to make some phone calls. I'm talking about, I spend more time on the phone with Pal than I do working this week. Trying to self volunteer work and actually do my own work sometimes. And the stress of all of that, I even, you know, it's unusual. I actually don't juggle all this in the same week. And to get those kids, I had to get them on another team. I couldn't leave them. There was one boy, Jamil. He don't do nothing else. Don't do nothing. He reminded me so much of me that he didn't care about basketball, football, nothing else. It was baseball. And I had to find a kid team. I just couldn't just leave him out there hanging. He'd have been like, well, I just want to just like, next year maybe not. I wasn't gonna do them like that. So I started calling Pal K. The first option was gonna bring another team over, which we would have had 3 full teams, basically with T-ball and coast pitch. We had a 4 to 6 year old team, like a 7 or 9, maybe somewhat 10 or a year old team, and 11 and 12-year-old team. Problem with that is we only got 3 coaches, which other 3 coaches, I'm the only coach that's totally available on Saturday and about almost every day of the week, except early on Sunday. So now I'm talking to them like, wait a minute, I'm going to coach all 3 teams at some point. I'm going to have to miss some games or some practice or something, because everybody else is there. So I decided, okay, we're going to find the kid a team. Just let's go find a team. Just let's say, go ahead. Because I did try to get some extra coaches. The kids were like, no, the parents didn't want to coach. I'm like, okay. But I want to make sure they didn't leave them out hanging in the cup. Okay, you do that, then it's like, who knows? That kid might become a Major League Baseball star. Yeah. Who knows? And if he don't, at least I feel some part of his childhood which he wanted to do. Because you don't do that, kids remember stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then, you ever don't remember being a bad, you can do stuff, mess up stuff, make mistakes coaching. You can make mistakes playing technique and things go wrong and things don't go right sometimes. But at least if you treat them, at least if you get them on the team, and at least you get them somewhere they play at, fine. If they play and have fun, they'll remember you forever. I don't care if they're the worst player on the team or the kid that didn't sign a contract. So that's part of being on good ground, doing what you're supposed to do. So, kids, we're in Mark chapter 4. And
Stop. Come here.
We're going to start at verse, of course, number 1. And it's interesting to read the Bible over the years that Jesus tended to talk in a lot of parables or riddles. And people talk in parables, and sometimes you talk to Jesus to kind of be like, I guess a little DC kind of reference, like the Riddler. Because I used to watch a Batman a lot as a child, like, it'd be like, reading the Bible sometimes used to be like that for me as a kid, be like, what is he talking about? He talking in rhyme or reason? Is he talking reason or rhyme? And it just be like, Jesus, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Mm-hmm. I said, I'm going to try to figure out what the riddles, then try to figure out what you wrote about. So like interesting thoughts across kind of life into reading the Bible. It's all like almost the same thing at times back then. I have a much better understanding of it. So this part of the story here, Jesus sits down with the disciples, and he's trying to explain how people are going to be planning and what they do become their plan. But like I said, Kitty had a great testimony though there, right to what I'm talking about today. So your support system, you're good at seed and you're planning your support system. Mm-hmm. And that's the support system, man, to be a mind that chokes you out of anything you want to do. Because even in coaching, I'm starting to know some kids, and we have a very good parent system. I mean, it got to the point, in actuality, I think at least 1 or 2 of our Facebook pages actually had a video, one of the parents actually going to the batting cage yesterday because she said she got to do it to teach her son to be a better player. And I was just so happy. That was one of my favorite moments there. You ain't most parents too much anything unless they come to practice, drop them off, and take off and run. Some sports, I want them gone. Basketball, yeah, you need to get out here, they distracted. Baseball is good because it kind of get boring. They just need something to do every now and then. It's good to sign the parents to be there. I don't demand to be every practice, but it's like, okay. So to watch your mother do that was like she planted that seed now. Now the child really want to play now. So I'm doing it for you to show you that can be done better. And I can look at her, she out there before, we was in the cage, and she was getting in the cage. Before that, she's on the field hitting. I'm like, I thought she was playing somewhere, getting ready to play in the softball league or something. No, she's doing this so it's after her kick. She's playing that seed. Then I had the other kid. She's about 10 years old. She's a great athlete. She runs, she boxes, she does everything else. But like, I notice her focus, she doesn't stay with it. And I realized something like, she didn't have a support system. And I found out her dad passed away a couple years ago. Because I couldn't wonder why I used to come to like practices on Wednesday. She never played a game on Saturday, but Wednesday she come to the gym, she just tugging at me. Okay, what you doing today, coach? I mean, she found me like a fly on the wall and like glue. I thought some people would be mistaking her for being my daughter in a minute. I was like, okay. And then for a while I didn't ask her, but I tried to ask her, what's going on with your dad? She said, well, he passed away about 3 years. I said, oh, that explains a whole lot of everything now. So mine's like, because she looking for her father, and she tried to coach his, and she didn't quit coaching playing players I coached before. Last year she quit baseball for this season, she back again. And I'd be saying I don't want her back sometimes, but I'd be like, I gotta make her motivated to stay with something. Make playing some see. I even told her, because I seen her run. I mean, she ran like a whole quarter mile and they didn't even went out of breath. Then I'm looking at the girl like, nah, I gotta find her truck. I gotta go talk to somebody, track coach or something. See, she wants to play baseball. It's like the same thing with being in the wrong seat. She wants to play baseball. But see, that might not quite be, it's not throwing land, but it might be a little too dry, may not be enough nutrients in that soil for what she needs to do athletically. So she needs to get on the soil that she's going to be running, that's going to probably be her way up and out.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one of the things I'm glad God made me eye to see that. Sometimes the kids don't listen and they get mad at me, and there's a couple kids I see doing stuff and it's like they stuck and I can see their talent and they listen to me, some older kids I handle before. So sometimes that's part of like responsibility in the body of Christ. For others you deal with in ministry, you have to know if you see something in them and they're missing, gotta tell them. Now what they do with it, now little kids, you gotta guide them, grown them, at least you gotta tell them. Now they don't do it afterwards, all right, but at least you gotta leave it there. I feel like totally responsible, but didn't. At least you put it out there and whatever else. And I think sometimes with Pastor struggles, he says he puts it there and you feel like he got to take them to the water and drink it and make them drink it too. Can't make them drink it. Now you took them to the water, you did enough. And I just wanted to, sometimes I'm a little concerned, he beats himself up a lot about that. Okay, so here we go. Verse 1, chapter 4, verse 1.
Amen.
Amen. And he began again to teach by the sea, and gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea, and the whole multitude was by the sea on the land. And then he taught them many things by parables, and said unto them in his doctrine, Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the side, and the fowls of the air came and devoured them up. Stop here briefly here. So there's places we end up getting devoured up. We're in the wrong place, we get eaten up. We have children in the wrong environment, we have people in the wrong environment. You get ate up, you get be somewhere planted and just like, you never make it. You never get out, you never get there. And you just be stuck. And sometimes it happens to people, that's what happens, especially let's say people on drugs. They get there, they get literally eaten up. I've seen people like I still play a lot of pick up basketball in the streets. I see a lot of kids who really play basketball. What they do after get them playing about 2 or 3 games? They go out there and it looks like a straight up marijuana party. They go start smoking high and be like, oh, time to go home. They don't want to play no more. And all that time will be wasted. The only good I said all the kids I've seen, about maybe 8 of them should be playing pro. I say 2 of them are actually going to actually do it. And 8 of them will definitely should have all played college. I said 1, 2 of them should have been in the pros. And I hope one I talked to while I went back to school because he really was good. At least he wasn't out there smoking, but that's rare, seems like so sad nowadays. That was like the devourer, the birds. The fowls of the air talking about the birds. Or it could be the chickens that ate the corn, like corn seed. Like on the farm. Okay, go to verse 5. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately sprang up because they had no depth of earth. But the sun was up and it scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And see, the root withered away. Sun, no earth. So it's like you're planting basically on a rock, root comes up, nothing to catch on to. That's what happens. Even some kids sometimes they reach out for something to get on to, they just never can. It's like they try to put roots, try to find family. Some people get adopted or foster care. That happens to them. They grow up, they're reaching out, they're looking for love and care and family, but they never get there. They never just like they can't catch that root, and they grow and wither away. A lot of them kids keep out like foster care since when they're 18 years old. Like, hey, what do I do? You know, they have no sense of family or nothing. And you imagine that continues on seed after seed after seed. You know, what you plant your seed is what begins and what continues.
Amen.
It's almost like the same thing. It's almost like, in a way, you're almost in a way talking about if a seed is like, it's like a part of your offspring. So like now you plant a seed, and now you plant what, a generational curse, because these things go on, because people never get that love.
Yeah.
Or you never get in the root, you never get to the root never gets nowhere to settle with. Or people who move around like get lost. They just be like, I'm all over the place, can't never settle nowhere. The ground's so hard they can't be there. Okay, to continue on. And some fell among the thorns and grew up and choked and yelled and yielded no fruit. Ooh. So we get the thorns and no fruit. And I actually read this and I started thinking about Galatians. Yeah, my favorite part of the Bible. At the very least, second favorite part. I mean, it's a split between that and Proverbs, but that one we talk about the fruit. And we're talking about what? The fruit of the Spirit. So what causes to get choked out? Thorns. So that'd be like let's say somebody in the neighborhood or an environment where they get caught up in everything going on over there. So they never get the fruit of what they're supposed to be. They never have the meekness, the kindness, the humbleness, the love, the joy. They never have that. So all they say, well, death and destruction and negative environment, everybody's going to, everybody drop out, everybody smoking weed at the corner, everybody carrying around guns ready to shoot because that's all they know, violent. And they get caught, they literally just get choked out, no fruit of it. So we still trying to figure out how that happened. And some of that is, some of that is not always their fault. A lot of it is their fault. Now I had some other boys I actually deal with from time to time. Actually, one of my friends, one of her like godchildren, 4 of her godchildren. And their daddy basically told them they don't want it, and their mom acted like they don't love them. I remember one time actually I had to pick them up, drop them off at home one night. And they actually literally said, my mom, you don't love me. And I was just like, and they look hurt. So now you got them up thorns and choking out because they had no love. And they doing stuff now. I've heard stuff about them lying, skipping school, doing all sorts of things they're not supposed to be doing yet. And especially the lying part. Now you got what somebody told me, and I thought it was always been true. Then you lie, you steal, and then what else you always say you lie, you steal, you kill. So once you plant that seed of that, that's not a good seed to be planted, and that's not on normal ground soil. That's even something worse than being caught in the desert sand with a tropical plant. Okay, and we continue on verse 8. And others fell on good ground, and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased, and brought forth 30, so some 30, some 60, some 100-fold. Now, a lot of people read that, the very first thing to read think about is money. Mm-hmm. And absolutely today, I am not even talking about anything red cent, nothing. I mean, it's nice to have it, and yeah, good, but that's not what this is about. In fact, it's sort of like, you get that one person, and this is why I do all this little league stuff with kids and spend this much time. Because see, maybe 30 or 40 kids will do the right thing. I expect all to go time major league contract, and I'm gonna be their agent 15 years now. Thank God if one of them do happen to work out for me that way, hey, I'm all down for it. But important thing is they get to understand this, build their character up. And I hope maybe a couple of them go coach some kids later on down the road when they're older. Mm-hmm. I want to plant the seed where you grow plants of people who care. They don't even do sports, they do something to give back. They do something to give back. Mm-hmm. And I hope they be writing the right seed in the right time, in the right place. Because I actually was offered to coach 15 years way before I even ever started. And why I didn't? Because I had issues. Oh, I used to get bad. I knew I could cuss them out in 2 seconds. I know I had no business coaching, man. Oh, I've been offered it. I asked for years and years and years. I'm like, no, I can't do it. It wasn't because I didn't know my stuff. But I knew who I was at the time. I knew I wasn't ready. I knew I was mature enough. I knew I would be planting these kids, my action was planting these kids in bad places. They'd see me grow up, get angry at anyone. Oh, I can imagine the arguments I probably get into with parents. You know. So far, thank God, for the most part, I avoided too many, most of my confrontation been other coaches and cheating and stuff, at least it hasn't been with parents being upset except they talking about their kid's not good enough. I explained, well, some parents expect the kid the first day to get there. You plant this kid wrong. You wait till the kid's halfway sprung out the ground, the roots are already there, and it's not getting enough water, you're going to plant it and say, okay, they're supposed to be the next Michael Jordan or day one. Well, they're out the ground, you had them 11 years old, tell me, okay, I want them to be LeBron James tomorrow, the second week of the season, and the poor kid saying they have not a clue about basketball. Don't even know what position you playing, where they at out there, where you going, which way to move, what to shoot, how to even dribble a basketball, just know how to throw it up there and grab it. And you got to teach this from get-go. So it's like, so now you said you plan to plant it in the pot, so started watering, teaching them basketball at 3, 4, 5 years old. You get to be 11 years old and say, okay, turn him into a superstar in a week. It don't work like that. I mean, if you farmer plant, oh, we're gonna wait till half of the season and lay our cornfield, or lay our what's a good plant that I watch frosted for tomatoes. You know, I'm putting a tomato, you're gonna halfway grow it, maybe outside into a jar, and you're gonna wait. It's not gonna make it halfway through the season where it's supposed to get you, because you're supposed to put in the soil early. But you can't put it in there too early. You can't put it in where it's frost and cold outside. Just like you can't do with peat, you can't do things in the wrong time, the wrong place. You can't do things the wrong way. And sometimes there's some relations out here. In some cases, I just thought about cutting my exes and like, you know what? If we were in a different time, a different place, it probably works better. I mean, sometimes we might both be wrong for each other. You know, we're not either one bad people. In some cases. In some cases, even some of us come down the same mindset, just wasn't for us. But we wasn't supposed to be planted together. We wasn't supposed to plant our seeds together. And that's why people struggle, be like, and that's why people go around person to person. They go here, there, left, right, the next person, 2 or 3 months. Like me, I took the approach. I have never, ever broke up anybody and took at least 6 months off at a bare minimum at a time, at the bare minimum. Because you get there around this person, you got something planned for them dealing with them. I don't care you didn't sleep with them or not. Just because you've been around them, so now it's like you got emotionally attached to them. So now you got to kind of, okay, I need that man to detox. You got to remember all this stuff you dealing with them, been with some place you've been, memories come back up, you go there. In enjoyment of it, some enjoyment, some of the sadness. And think me, I'm too much memories. I remember everything. I have no filter. So it's like I have a good, bad, ugly. In my head, I can replay some of the worst episodes and the best episodes. What happened, when it happened, why it happened. If they cheated on you, if they didn't. And it's all this like, okay, too much, gotta take time out. Can't go right to the next person. You might plan something them. Now this keeps going on and on and on. Where does it stop at? Where does it plan at? Where does it stop at? I don't know. Even now, even with planning things, even with your children, very important. You got to get them rooted somewhere early. I'm talking about a church and type of activity, something. Can't let kids stay home 19 years old, don't want to do nothing. That's just not going to happen. I don't have nothing yet, but that's not going to happen. They're going to be doing something probably all the time. You know, just say, other times, devil workshop. And believe me, they believe this day and age, it don't take long for them to get work done. I mean, gee, wish y'all mechanic was that doggone fast. So what the devil do to kids to get a hold of them idle time. Can't just plant kids anywhere though. Also, unfortunately nowadays, and I talk to parents and I find it interesting in a conversation about seeds. I get so bad out here that they don't want around their kids around other kids in their own neighborhood. And I'm talking about some people I know live in pretty nice neighborhoods, so they're not bringing their kid come outside playing in the kids, don't know the neighborhood, not gonna check on mom and daddy doing nothing, not going through all that to find. And so sad that changed. Back during the 80s, you know, we all knew everybody, everybody knew everybody, all the kids knew each other. Oh gee whiz, I can tell you thousands of stories. I can stay up here all day and talk about some of the hundreds of stories. I'm talking about 15, 20 of us playing at a time, no problems at all. Now you worry about 10, 12, 15, especially teenagers, they think, oh, they're together, oh, it's about to be a gang fight or something. They about to get in trouble. Especially they just say, especially you see African American males, you see more than 4 on the street, your first assumption is, especially here between the ages of 15 and 25, they walk together. I know you're thinking like they're about to get into something they're not supposed to get into. It's sad to say that's why they think, it's sad to say that we'll come to that. Not all the time. Not all the time, but unfortunately more times than it should be. So with the types of pleas they're going to plan out there. You know, we in this city, you know, what type of team we didn't play. I mean, we didn't for years took away the education system. You know, kids, we don't want to be in Detroit with schools. So we'll be playing to leave here later on. So it had to be good ground, bad ground, thorny ground, sandy ground. So where are you at? Did you on good ground? Do you remember you were? I mean, I remember grandparents especially. I mean, the fact that both sets of my grandparents stayed married 50 years is like, okay, so I know it's possible. I ain't gonna lie to you though, sometimes I wish you had told me some of the arguments they used to go through. How did you get through that? You know, I wish I did ask them when they were alive. You know, something I did watch when they were when I was older, they argued each other, and they would argue each other, they give each other this look, and it's like, oh, so it's like that? Is this how it's supposed to work? It's just like reality or some type of fiction. It don't seem to work like that nowadays. It's like, okay, so they play to see like, okay, this is how it works. No, I don't know. But a lot of them were actually grandparents. A lot of them were, my grandfather in particular, on my dad's side of the family, he was a big time garden guy actually. Mm-hmm. I started thinking about that. You know, this time you hear him with okra. He always planted that okra. Now he ain't do some work to get that okra because his ground was actually somewhat stony. His lot makes a lot of sand in there. So he had to do a lot of digging, and he did all this by hand now. Now this guy was no young guy who was doing this. I I was a teenager. He passed away at 75 years old. I was 26. So I'm talking about he's in his 60-some-year-old man out there digging entire garden. Like he's probably digging a garden equivalent of about the size of a basketball court by itself sometimes. My uncles will help him out there down there, but he would just go ahead and just do it. And I'd just be like, he's planting those, he's going to plant it. You know, sometimes you're on bad ground. If you get in there, and like God works like the plow or the tiller, you can till it up, get down there. Some good ground is always there. It's like in all of us, even if we have bad days, there's always good in us. Or it's always a good day, even if something's going on bad. It's like the soil, you turn it over, and you turn it over, and you turn it over. And if you do turn it over, someone go get down to that dirt. And that's what you did with those okra. And man, I miss his okra. Mr. Biscuit is a lot more. I wish he left me the recipe. That's the one seed he didn't somehow pass on. So I still obsess about those things to this day. I think I haven't had none in almost going on about 17 years or so. 18, about almost 20 years. What it said, sometimes some seeds get left. You know, that's what heritage is, like what you get from parents, grandparents, the seed they leave you with. That's why some people have some problem dealing with stuff because they got stuff planted on them. Then I realize what it is. It's not sometimes they're really their fault to begin with. They don't understand till they get understanding what it is or what they got planted in them. What was the ground their parents or grandparents came from. Like, you know, until they get realization, oh, that's what they did. And some people it's hard because some people don't have a way of tracking back of what happened in their lives. You know, especially the people that doctors go to the system or don't know who their dad is or don't know who their mom is and drop it off on earth. That's why people who have medical issues they don't find out about because there's no tracking of the seed. You know what they say, you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. So if you've been planted somewhere, if you have no idea, what do you do? That's why it's very important we need to know where we're at, where we're coming from, where we're at with God. Mm-hmm. So we plan on good ground with Him. I don't know about the other guy that messed around and caused all sorts of trouble. I have no idea. Well, the guy, what you doing? I ain't worried about him, pray keep him away as much as possible. You know, cause he's nothing but thorny ground. He's nothing but fine to choke you out. Yeah. We don't want nothing to do with that one.
Yeah, we don't want nothing to do with that one.
No, we don't. So where do we plan at now? What do we plan? So where do I even stay rooted? And that's why I watch people like, I know a lot of people do, actually I talked to a couple people who do hop around different churches. And quite frankly, I just keep shaking my head like, oh, I'm talking like, I really want to go visit. I get invites all the time. I want to go visit. I'm not trying to get on your circle. Your circle might be good for you. Because you might be that tropical plant, that tropical, but I'm that cactus. I'm kind of picky. I don't need all that extra water nutrients. I need maybe a little water here and there and good. You know.
Mm-hmm.
See, not ground. Sometimes I figure out ground not because this bad. It's not bad. It can be just bad for you. So let's say you get the cactus planted in it, and I'm still amazed that cactus stayed out there the whole decade of the 80s and part of the 90s in Michigan. Man, I got stuck those needles enough time to leave. I remember that thing. So when you leave it, so where's the plant at? Sometimes, let's say, not every ground is bad ground overall. Sometimes it has to be tilled up. Sometimes you just ain't supposed to be there. Somebody else can be there. You're not supposed to be there. It's like somebody go to the club on Saturday night. Like one time she went to the club. The very only time. The only way, and you know, and I knew should know this was a setup by the enemy from the get-go. Because this friend of mine bugged me for 2 years to go there every single day. It wasn't to hang out, it wanted me to work. Knew I wasn't over there to hang out. That wasn't going to happen. They tried that a long time ago. That was no. That wasn't going to happen at 19, 20, 21 years old. That's what I think at the time I was 34, 35, about 8 days short of my 35th birthday when that happened. I went up there working, they didn't look good. I said, okay, this ain't so bad. I can do this. I'm playing, I can make a couple $80. Okay, you stand there, I might just watch stuff, cool. We get there, they got, the only thing is, hey, this music is loud, I can't deal with all that noise. But okay, I can deal with it 4 hours. 4 hours is easy, 12, 50 hour cash. Okay, that's good looking money there. And this, I'm at the chill. You try to get probably 3 times as much money in about a year. Okay, we good. If I get about 2 hours and it ain't good, walk around, okay. I'm going to basically, it's a little quieter down there. I get down there, and they down there and they having a good old time. And I see a guy talking to a woman over there. And you know, he's over there upset. I guess I heard her ask for a phone number. She said no. He grabbed the glass, bam, knock her right out. I'm sitting there like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And now wait a minute, backtrack the story. Now he promised me this soil is good. There's no fights that ever had in this club. We don't never had no fights in it, nothing. So he told me this is good soil. Well, good soil for him, because he works there. That's his lifestyle, that's his environment. I was not supposed to be there. I was on the wrong part of the soil. You know, I was supposed to be good old dirt. He's in peat moss. This doesn't work. You know, I don't need that much fertilizer. We good. I got enough water to be natural. Ain't a little peat moss. No, can't do that. And so I'm like, I get there, there's a big old fight down there. Then there's a bunch of folks in there. And it makes it worse. Now, I'm telling you, now, I'm like the smallest down on the crew that night. Mm-hmm. All the people are like, probably like April height, shorter. And they're all red glasses. I'm looking like, I'm not trying to break this up. I can't even see them. I don't need nobody hit me in the leg with no glass or nothing. So I go upstairs to go across the hall and get my other buddy. He goes and calls the bouncer up there. The other 2 bouncers. Now these guys come downstairs. I mean, I'm telling you, big. They could cost you Shaquille O'Neal look. They're every bit of 7 feet tall, 400 plus pounds. So I'm sitting there like, okay, we good. They bring up the whole situation. The girl goes out, getting medical care. And I said, okay, this is over for the night. So we get ready to go home, get ready to drive home. This is in Pontiac. Off of like right, I think it's called Tiny, like Pontiac, right downtown Pontiac. So I was going down Woodward, no telegraph going back. I think it's all over with, right? Mm-hmm. So I get there and then cool. But before I leave, I make a little joke to the cop. I said, you know, she gonna mess around, she gonna sue the club. She gonna sue for something. And I can go ask you with my own business. You wasn't doing nothing out the way. I think it was either a pirate police officer or a Michigan State trooper. One or two I was joking with. And I'm walking, I'm thinking, okay, good. Over with episode, I can relax. Sure enough, before I get halfway home, the club on the call. When we come back, they ask what's going on. What's going on? What happened? What happened? I'm sitting there like, man, I want to got this pot of soil right now. They want me to come back. It got so bad is, hey, they were offering 30, 60, 90, 100 for them to come back and tell what happened. I wasn't going back to tell nothing. No. I knew that was the soil I need to get out of. Sometimes we just playing in the wrong place. At the wrong time. It's always the right place for us, the wrong place for us.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're in the wrong place, believe me, it will show up quick.
Yeah.
It will show up quick. And believe me, I have not forgot that night ever. I tell anybody, you want to go to the club, say, no, don't even do it. That ain't working. Want to hang out, be cool? No, that ain't working. There is nothing there good for you there.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't you Christian? Oh no, I don't keep you doing it to work. No. Just say no. You'll find some other way to make some easier money. And it's funny because he did try it. He did make it up to me. I'll give him to his credit because he had me doing another security job. I'm like, first I asked him, you sure ain't no alcohol being served there? You sure? Now he offered me twice once and they're like, okay, this set apart too. It was actually at Roots Park about a month later. He's like $120, same amount of hours. So yeah, actually I got double. So we say, I guess in this case he said, I got to need double for the trouble. I actually got more than double, but I only got 50 that night. I got 120 for that. And it was a lot quieter crowd, open air space, and no alcohol. I said, good, I can deal with that. But after that though, that was my official retirement from working security. And the bad part, that wasn't the only security job I actually worked before that. You know, even sometimes, you know, they've been playing through, I had to see, I worked at a gas station 2 years before that. That comes in, and I'm working there, everything looking good, we cool, okay, I can stand there a little bit, make sure I got the system set up with no kids coming in, only that 1, 2 in, it was after 8 o'clock at night. I had it down. On the coast fuss at me the next morning, you let my good customer come to the store. Okay, we're gonna do it your way. Since you know all this. Sure enough, the next night come, everything cool, everybody coming in, nobody taking that. Next night, no, about 2 hours in my shift. Seems like if I work a 4-hour shift, part-time job at night doing security, usually that second or third hour, something always happens.
Mm-hmm.
I got plucked out the roots in the shop. The guy pulled up in a van, comes to the store, snatched the whole rack out the store, literally count 5 seconds. Man, I can't ever get a hold of the footage to show y'all, it'd be amazing. He was gone 5 seconds. Whole rack in the doggone, probably easily $600-700 of candy cakes and all that gone. I'm just like, okay. Ain't that be enough for me then? Okay, no panic, happens. Okay, fine, security. Things happen, get took in, it happens even the best of us. But then this guy handed there to see. I went to another store later on. He sent me to the other gas station, which was like Rob Dankins and Schaefer. And this I knew that's why I was gonna really quit. And this is what made me quit him. Well, he came to me gas, he told me to beat a guy because he kept stealing from the store. I said, okay, I ain't gonna beat him up. That ain't how I operate. He only gonna pay me $20 too. I wouldn't do it, he paid me $100. I don't care if he paid me $1,000. I'm not beating nobody just randomly to beat somebody up. Now you tell me I'm getting my pro boxer license card, yeah, different story, but I wasn't playing dress ever boxing, so that was all good with that. So the guy comes to the store, he goes grab something out the store, and the owner and the guy with the clerk signals between me, that's him. So I lock the door, he goes in there, and anybody hit a baseball bat, the owner won't beat him up, like, nah, let him go. He done, we shook him up, he good. Glad he didn't give him a bat. I was like, oh no, I wouldn't even, the bat he stole. And the sad part about it is, it must have been good to see something happened to me early in my life that made me rethink that. It was a situation about 11-year-old boy tried to steal my bicycle. And I'm talking about, you talking about setting a plan. I was planning to get him literally. He was going to be in the ground. And what happened was I had my bike, I set it outside. I knew he was coming around. He always comes around a certain time of day, I had him set up. I had my baseball bat, I was ready. I knew I sit in the front door. I had the bike I left out on the sidewalk on purpose. I know he going for the bait. So I get there and I'm like, I see him, I'm coming up. I'm about to just let him have it. Let him have it. Just about to swing, my mother grabs the bat. She had me pull up at my grandma's house just in time because he's about to be knocked out. She grabbed the bat at the last second. I don't know how she got there quick. I don't think she moved that fast any day ever since that day. She's sped. That boy is going to get, and I was playing baseball out then too. But you know what though? That playing to see with him, because you know what? He never messed with me. He was my best friend afterwards. And that's probably why they beat the guy up about that. Because it kind of looked like it was a bad seed plan. It was actually planted as what it began. Like, okay, they ain't going to get the guy over stealing some stuff that's not even mine. Gee, at least the baseball, at least the bike was my bike you trying to take. But this is somebody else's stuff, not like, that seed was planted. So see, it's not just all about where you at, it's what you do, and when you do it, and how you do it, and what point in life. Because when you're young, you remember you get older. You remember you backtrack, what you do sometimes as a child. That's very important. Very important. Very important, baby. You gotta get them early. You gotta get them early and teach them early. If you don't, then who knows what gets planted in them, or who knows what they revert back to when they get older. Because if you don't, who knows? But if you do, who knows? I don't know what he was playing Barack Obama. What he was playing Donald Trump. They both made president, but what does that really mean though? Check how they carry themselves and how they are to people and to others. That's a key indicator. So just remember, what you plant now and what's going to come out and root later. If it's thorny, hard, not going to happen. Better be good soil, rich soil, not too rich, because it might be too much in the handle. Got to be just right. Good soil, some good nitrogen, maybe some good leftover mulch. Peat moss sometimes they need a little help growing if they're not always catching. Otherwise, keep it basic simple. Just plant down there and keep it watered. And I'm done. Amen.
Amen. Amen. We're now going to change our service to tithes and offering. If you need an envelope, just raise your hand.